Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Mine was jam-packed, busy as hell, but had a lot of fun. Special thanks to everybody who showed up on the live stream Saturday night. That was also a hell of a lot of fun. Thanks to everybody who showed up for that. As you saw from the thumbnail and the title, I'm going to talk a little bit about this. This is the Terran Trade Federation RPG, and you can tell by the thumbnail, I was not thoroughly pleased with this. I really had high hopes for this, but unfortunately it does some things that I absolutely despise in role-playing games, and I'll go over those, but I want to hit you with the things that are good, which includes a very concise history of the Terran Trade Federation, world of Earth, and Alpha Centauri and Proxima, etc. It does a really good job on, giving you a breakdown of the history, some of the corporations, even the articles on the Terrans and the Proximans and the Centauri. It's not bad, but let's go to where is it? Mind you, it's 100 pages before they get into the actual role-playing game rules, which, that's about all you really need to read in this game. The attributes are something that I absolutely despise, which is instead of having like a stat from 3 to 18, it's just whether or not you get a bonus, like 0, like negative, a 0, like -1, 0, +1 or more. That really doesn't granulate what your attributes are. It's really lazy and going for streamline and ease. Humans, at the very least, are so varied and different in so many subtle little ways. Even if you just use the 6 standard stats, there's a wide and infinite almost variety of humans that you could come across using just the 3 to 18 traditional stats. And this is, basically everything is 1, 2, or 3, and that knocks down your differences amongst one another. They do talk about, the likes and the dislikes and the habits and things like that of the 3 races. And while I prefer more aliens in my alien games, it's a decent start. But it's better than just pure humans, which I also think it takes all the fun out of a good sci-fi RPG. All the best sci-fi franchises have a wide variety of aliens to bump into and encounter, etc. The combat's okay, the skills are okay, but honestly, I'm going to get this out of the way. Just about any other, and I mean any other, sci-fi RPG would be better to use mechanically. I hate the term, game engine, but whatever set of rules you're familiar with and more comfortable with, beat the hell out of what's in here. And mind you, I read all the reviews for it, and most of those reviews didn't really talk about the things that my personal pet peeves. And if some of those things, don't really deter you, cool, because playing in the Terran Trade Federation universe would be a lot of fun. I think it would be very, very apt, very suitable to use Star Frontiers, Traveler. I even think, even though I haven't read Final Frontier from the Red Room, I think that would be a fun and kind of close to some of the thinking in here, where you have very few hit points and a blaster is going to take you out. The other thing I don't like is the way they do equipment. It's okay, but there really needs to be a lot more, and especially when you get 3 separate alien species, humans and the 2 others, there should be a lot more equipment. It's better than some games. It's definitely got more equipment than Star Frontiers, but nowhere near as much as Traveler, etc. And then this is in space combat and all that other stuff is is pretty streamlined and simple. Maybe not terrible. The number of starships and things like that is very limited. Mind you, they're trying to go with just what was in the Terran Trade Federation books that you might come across. But then GMing the table, the Terran Trade Federation universe is a very short chapter, and it should really be, why you're going into diseases and afflictions. But it's about 25 pages, and these are small pages with a lot. That's the other thing I really don't like, is if you can see the average page, there's a whole lot of wasted space in the margins. And maybe not. Oh, there you go. That's better. And all the spacing. The print is fine. It's nice. I could read it without my readers. Some of the, like 3 or 5 of the weird little mysteries in the Terran Trade Federation universe sorely lacking compared to just any one of the 4 books. But then when you come to creature encounters, you would think that something like that would deserve a book unto itself, and I actually have one down there, spoiler, later video for this week. But it, I kid you not, is 406 to 410, 4 pages to sum up the creatures and alien and monstery encounters. Really, out of 400 pages, you're going to give me 4 pages of alien creatures? That's pitiful. Even if it was just, it's not even that, because actually page 410 is the open game license, which I guess, okay, not going to fault them on that. But there's literally more pages in the appendix than there are for the creature section. That's just there's almost more blank pages at the end of the book than there are on creating and exploring and encountering alien creatures, aliens themselves. This could have been so much better. Now, don't get me wrong, it does give you a lot of information in the beginning of the book on the history, etc., of the Terran Trade Federation universe. But if you only had the 4 books, what is it, Starliner, Space Wreck, Great Space Battles and Spacecraft from 2000 to 2100 AD, you've got more useful information than is in this book. Now, I'm not going to toss it in the wood chipper or the burn bin, but I'm definitely never going to pick this book up ever again. I don't think I'll ever use it or ever need it. Let me save you the money. I hear there's another Terran Trade Federation RPG out there, but I think up here and over there in those books, I've got enough to run this universe. Now, finding players for it, that's the real trick. People who would be, reminiscent and want to relive or explore that universe. Those players are going to be hard to find out there. But maybe someday, or maybe, I'll just spring them on them and they won't know that that's what they're in. Either way, I'm going to keep doing some Terran Trade Federation videos throughout the rest of the month and into March. But that's what I've got for you guys this morning. I will see all my Monday nighters later this evening for Barrows and Borderlands. Everybody else out there, have yourself a